120 acres here in Bighorn, Montana. Got a new property I'm rolling out for you at Wilco Land. My name's Miles McLaughlin. In this video, I'm going to cover some FAQs. I'm going to talk about things like access, what I see in the property, what we know about the property here, topography, things like that, what a guy could do with this property too. So this is one of my favorite areas in Montana. This is truly the Wild West still. Bighorn County has no zoning restriction. So a huge selling point on this property is it's totally unrestricted. You can do what you want out here, right? For lack of a better term. Obviously, we ask all of our buyers to do their own due diligence. This is the information we're finding out. At Wilco Land, we do offer more of a self-service real estate model. So we're going to share with you what we know. It'll be your responsibility to verify that information and do your own due diligence relevant to what you're looking for in a property, right? Everybody's looking for different reasons to buy and looking to do different things on a piece of land. So when it comes specifically to what you want in a land investment, you'll have to do some of that legwork on your own end. So just kind of walking through some of these photos. I'm not going to stay there forever. The next thing I want to do is pull it up. This is 120 acres. So it's a huge piece of property in Bighorn County, Montana. I'm going to show you where this is located on a map here. We talked about no restrictions, right? Bring your camper out here, live off the grid, put up yurts, tiny homes, hunt on the property, recreate, off-road. I mean, there's a lot of options you have with this property. It is endless. Get as creative as you want. Sioux Road passes through the property, and I'm going to pull up. There are power lines going through the property too. You can see that in the photos. So that's huge. Being this remote and being this off-grid, plus having power lines right there, that's a huge benefit. So we're just east of 90 here. North of Lodgegrass, Montana. We're not too far away from Billings, Columbus, Custer Gallatin National Forest down here. This is Yellowstone. And then we've got Bozeman. So we're along a major travel route. There is access via Sioux Road. You can see that coming through the property, Reno Creek Road, Sioux Road. So this does access property. I can change layers here on Google Maps to see that, right? We can see our property here. It's got a cool, unique topography. And I'll pull that up using Google Earth and Google Maps. So for those who want to visit the property, we do, again, like I said, offer a self-service viewing model. You're going to need to use the GPS coordinates to go visit this property. I just plugged in the coordinates here on Onyx Maps. This is my favorite app to use for land viewings. You can see, again, Sioux Road passing through the property. We just purchased this. These GIS systems will take a long time to translate. To change over ownership, but you can see there's maybe some live water on the property or seasonal water on the property, which is great. And then you can see that over here too. So this whole chunk of land is your 120 acres that you'd be buying. Sioux Road crosses right through the property. Just zooming out, this is my favorite app. You can actually see these lines on the upgraded version. See how it's highlighted here? You can see parcel lines. You can look for natural features in the landscape. This is a pretty cool feature on the northeast end. This is, the feature, this ravine. This creek is running through the southeast end. We go over the western side of the property. We can see, you've almost got this V-shaped creek right here running through the southwest end. Then running through this, there's like somebody's home right here. So somebody's living out here off grid. You can see that that's been possible. They've been able to install a septic and well, I assume. And that, is a great sign that this property has manageable well depth and opportunity to put a septic system in. You've got 120 acres. There's going to be a lot of opportunities out here. So that's what we're looking at. Again, looking at a bird's eye view. I showed you it on Google Maps. I'm using the GPS coordinates to access the property. Again, we're using the GPS coordinates to access. The next thing I have is you can open this property on Google Earth by clicking this link and downloading the file. I have it opened up already here. You can see you've got this ridge line. You've got really cool views. And you can kind of see the topography of this property, right? It's fairly flat. There's some unique structure on it for hunting and recreation. And you've got some awesome views. You've got some trees. People have developed like we're talking about right here too. So just keep that in mind. Somebody has developed down here and somebody's developed here. There are power lines running through the property. These are huge advantages to this piece of land. This road access looks really good too. It's really defined road access that people are using right off 90. Do you see that right here? There's an RV camp off I-90. You take a right at, and you're going to keep heading down this road, and eventually you're going to head south on Sioux Road. So you take this road, whatever it's named, Reno Creek Road, then you're going to take a right here on Sioux Road, and that's how you're going to access the property. Okay, that's your access to this property. So we talked about land use. There's no restrictions. Put yurts out here, tiny homes, stargazing. You got business ideas, hunting ideas. Whatever you're looking for. I mean, you've got a huge chunk of Montana that you're going to own to yourself. We kind of talked about where it's located in Montana. We're kind of down in the southeast section of Montana. I want to show you. We're adding a folder. There'll be a link in our listing. But our photographer went out here with a drone, and we've got great drone imagery. So I'll have this shared inside the website listing link for you, but this is the landscape you're looking at. This is wild and free. This truly is one of the last untouched places in the US. This is where our photographer parked, it looks like. The topography here is great. I can't stress enough, this is really a picture-perfect Montana land investment. We've got it priced to sell. We do offer cash discounts for cash buyers, and we do seller financing as well for folks. So again, I'm going to go ahead and post this imagery, a folder to the Google Drive, videos that we have here from our photographer, which will give you a good look at what we're looking at here in this property. So for those of you looking to buy sight unseen, we do have a lot of great photos and drone imagery to help you understand the property. So my name is Miles McLaughlin. I do have some other properties near the Bighorn Canyon on the home page here to take a look at. Don't forget to take a peek at this property down by the canyon. This is a really epic area and priced affordably for those looking. Otherwise, this 120 acre is hard to go wrong with. Give us a call if you have questions, 605-250-1256. Thanks for viewing.